What makes a bio, in other words, your story, stand out and increase your chances to be noticed by a potential employer, a client, or someone you could collaborate with? In this video, I'm gonna talk about 5 key elements that make a great bio. Hi, my name is Veronica and this is Step Up with Bee. I'm here to help you build your authentic personal brand so that you can grow in your career and business. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and click on the little bell so you don't miss my weekly videos. To start with, where do you use your bio? The first place that I can think of is your LinkedIn page. Your LinkedIn page is one of the first pages that appears on search results when someone Googles your name. Consequently, it's most likely to be the first place where people find you online and where they will read your story. Other places can be your website if you have one, or you can use your bio for a cover letter if you are applying for a job, and it can also be useful as a script for a video where you present yourself. Actually, video bios are becoming very popular also for job applications. Let's go through the 5 key elements that will make your bio stand out. Number 1, it's a story with a purpose. Before drafting your bio, ask yourself this question: what do I want my bio to do for me? So, do you want to attract your ideal clients? Do you want to land that amazing job opportunity? Do you want to stand out from your peers and competitors in your industry? Once you know that, you'll be able to set the tone of your story and adjust your language in a way that will serve your purpose. Number 2, it's not a list of facts and it's not only about you. This is exactly what distinguishes a resume from a bio. And for the same reason, it's important that when you apply for a job, you don't send a resume alone. A resume is usually a list of facts related to your experiences and qualifications. But facts alone don't transmit your personality as your story does. And chances are that you have similar credentials as other people have out there in the marketplace. So those facts alone will not make you stand out. On the contrary, a story has the power to connect and to create an emotion in the person who's reading or listening. But to achieve that, you need to make sure that your story is not another list of facts. You need to inject your personality. Talk about how you do what you do, why you are in your career, and what brought you there. You can, for example, share your point of view related to your industry and how your role is connected to that. And you can also talk a little bit about you outside of the workspace. Additionally, it's important that your story is not only about you. It needs to communicate the value that you deliver to people through what you do. Number 3, it starts with an interesting opening. Please avoid starting your bio with "I have 10 years of experience in whatever field you work in." A lot of people do that, but let me tell you, it does not stand out. This might surprise you, but it's true. Your bio needs to start with a line that is a lot more catchy than that, because it needs to grab the reader's attention and make them want to know more about you. So you could start with something like, "I never thought I would be an entrepreneur, but," and then you talk about how you became an entrepreneur. Or, "I believe that innovation is the only way forward in," and then you talk about your industry and how your industry has evolved through the years. Or you could start with a mini pitch that immediately reveals the results that you deliver in your work. Something like, "I help organizations go from Y to Z," or "I help businesses achieve X, Y, and Z results." Number 4, it's jargon free. Another thing to avoid or list minimize in your story is using a lot of industry jargon or big words. Some specific industry terms are okay, especially if they are difficult to avoid in your field. But other than that, I would keep them for the resume if you really need and want to use them. When you write your story, talk about who you are and what you do as you would do with a friend or a colleague. So, in plain English, think about the fact that people are precisely reading your story. They're not reading a research publication. Number 5, it's clear and on point. Now, specifically regarding your LinkedIn page, in your profile summary, you have 2,000 characters including spaces to write your bio. That is a good length for a bio. It's approx 300 words, and any longer than that, I think it would become a bit too much. So you need to package your story in that space and make sure that what you write is interesting and relevant for people who are going to read your story. All parts of the story are well connected together, and also they are immediately clear and understandable for the readers. You don't want people read your story and think, what does she mean by that? As an additional note, unless it's required or it's common practice where you live, I highly recommend that you write your bio in first person, because it's your story. People know that you're talking about yourself and it connects more. Bios that are written in third person usually come across as more formal and quite distant. I hope this video was useful for you. If so, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and colleagues. Also, I would love to hear from you. From a reader's perspective, when you read someone's bio, what elements of it catch your attention and make you think you want to know more about that person? Let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.